can you still love the person and it not be the right relationship for you? Like, I really need to break up, but I still love him, but this is not the right relationship for me.
Yeah, that's such a great question. And a lot of people find themselves in those spaces. I do think it's possible because I think how I have taught clients and shared with clients so far in my journey, love is not necessarily predicated on outcomes.
Right.
The way in which we love and the way in which we experience love at its fullest has to come from a place of fulfillment and abundance that we carry already.
Right.
And so, because of that, yes, I can love somebody and say this relationship and connection isn't right for me. In fact, it would
Right.
be loving to communicate that and to then make the decision to separate from said person if that is the truth.
Right.
Because to stay out of fear of what others would say, to stay out of being afraid of hurting this person to a degree because you know how much they want the relationship, but you don't, that's not love. That is selfishness. Something that I've shared with clients before is it's very, I think we've learned and we've been taught selfishness more than what love is. Selfishness, again, we're coming back to attachment styles, how we grew up, how those things have been programmed and integrated into us from early childhood. When we get into our adulthood and loving others, we think that, to show love to you, I have to cling to you. To show
Yeah.
love to you, I have to be the center of your world. You have to be the center of my world. To love you, I don't want to do or say anything to hurt your feelings. Now, of course, I'm not intentionally out here trying to hurt anybody's feelings that I love, but sometimes the truth can be just that. It can be, kind of hurtful because it's like, ouch, I wasn't
Yeah.
expecting that. But it was needed because this is actually how you grow. And this is how
Yeah.
you develop and things of that sort. Instead of moving with love as a clenched fist, I want to move with love with an open hand.
Yeah.
An open hand that allows me to live in a place of stability and security. I know who I am, and somebody walking out of my life doesn't get the privilege of defining my life.
Right.
I get the opportunity to engage in this with a lens of abundance where, hey, I'm not necessarily needing you to be any particular way for me to love you healthily or love you in the way that you should be loved according to values and standards that I live by. I reference First Corinthians 13 all the time in said statements because this is really a good picture of a love that has nothing to do with matching energy, nothing to do with us moving from a lens of, okay, I'll wait for this person to do this for me, to give myself permission to do this for them. That's not freedom, that's bondage. But because this is why I say that, yes, you can still love them and separate from them. Because again, it's not dependent on outcomes, it's dependent on who you are.